think. Um, Frankly, yeah. It opened my mind up to, oh no, this is possible. And in fact, I was actually supposed to work in Tokyo last year. It wasn't going to be for New Japan or a New Japan affiliate necessarily. It was going to be for Kaiju Big Battle. Kaiju Big Battle is a promotion I've worked for before. For the uninitiated, it is basically monsters. You're wrestlers in giant mascot suits pretending to be monsters like Burger Bear. There's Valfor, who's like an anthropomorphic rhinoceros.
Right.
There's a copyright friendly Power Ranger. Uh, it's very, very outlandish, very, very fun. The canvas is laid out like you would see those carpets with the layout of a city. A lot of us probably would have seen those when we were little, but there's a city laid out on the tarp canvas, and there are the foam and cardboard buildings. Picture if Rampage, the game, was a wrestling show, and you pick up these buildings and throw them at each other. You slam each other onto them. Very, very over the top. Very, very character heavy. Very bombastic, as we said earlier. I was supposed to work for them in Tokyo at Shinkiba First in October of last year. September of last year was when I broke my ankle. So I wasn't going to be flying anytime soon, let alone wrestling.
Of
Uh,
course.
that was very that was very heart-wrenching, very demoralizing. Very I was in such a state, particularly because I was on short-term disability at home for my shoot job. Couldn't wrestle, couldn't train. My right ankle, it was, so I couldn't drive. I wasn't about to, you know, go out somewhere, especially with the injury itself, and go see how I handle driving with the left foot. Wasn't about to do anything like that. I was genuinely, pardon me, I was genuinely considering just going and hanging out and experiencing the culture. Bad idea to fly. Bad idea to fly. I needed the money as well. I needed my money back, which I got for the travel arrangements, thankfully. But not a good idea to fly. Like I could have, and the ortho, the doctor I was seeing at the time, confirmed my fears when I asked him about it. Uh, I could have Chris Candido myself, basically. I could have had a blood clot of some kind. I could have died. Like, and part of me really, truly did not care. You know what I mean? Like, I really was like, well, I want to go to Japan if it kills me, and that was the wrong mentality. Very much how we've talked about already, approximations of these thoughts occur to you. You have this example. No, I can't do it though. You have the wherewithal to be like, no, 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 no. But
Yeah.
man, oh,
That would have been, I mean, to be quite frank, I'm sure that would have been incredible. I could see why it was so difficult for you to let go because, like, I've watched those before, and, like, as a fan of not only, like, kaiju movies, Godzilla movies, I've always wanted to do that. I've always wanted to just be, like, pretend to be the giant monster and just smash a bunch of stuff. Like, it's just, and I know somebody might be like, oh, this guy's a freak. It's literally just kind of maybe a fantasy or I mean it comes from watching way too many Japanese things. I'm a huge fan of the Japanese culture, of
hmm
the Japanese people. I've watched so many of those shows. You know, you talked about Power Rangers, which is literally just recycled from a 50-year-old Japanese show that is unfortunately ending very soon. It's going to be sad. But I
there
mean,
you
even
go.
Spider Man, there's all kinds of different like kaiju TV shows and stuff, and you just see them get big all of a sudden and start breaking stuff.